I sure liked it when not everybody else was in here and I was at the top of the leaderboard.
That horn was quite annoying.
I sure liked it when not everybody else was in here and I was at the top of the leaderboard.
That horn was quite annoying. So we're ready to start practice. We're gonna qualify here in just a few minutes.
Sorry, man.
No, that was me. That was all me. I goofed up bad.
I was trying to figure out a steering lock. If I got a steering lock I like on the track, then I can't get out of the pits without going forward, backwards. Is there a setting for that?
Same here. Used to be in the old game.
Alright. I thought it was just me.
You could check a button to have faster steering in the pits. I don't have that anymore. That was an R Factor.
That lap was a 20.24.
I tore up like 7 fenders just getting out of the pits.
That lap was a 20.77.
Sorry, Travis.
You're fine.
I see a full moon out there over turn 1.
Yeah.
If you can see my webcam, you can see my own.
That was a 20.72.
Second fastest lap.
Quarters, 1/10 and a half back.
It's time to qualify, boys.
Looks like Dan put some bogey wheels on the passenger side of his car.
No,
Oh, sorry, Dan.
but I can't get close. I can only get ones in that.
Where's Herky tonight?
Watching the Steelers game, I'm sure.
I think last time we ran here, Travis turned a 19 something.
Yeah, that was almost silver.
Time to qualify. Good luck.
Good luck, everyone.
Good luck. Don't go out on track until it gives you a second here, probably about 15 more seconds. There we go.
45.
Yep,
Should be
45.
That was a 20.36. That lap was a 20.45.
Try to qualify again. This is my marks.
That lap was a 20.29. That was a 20.17.
Sorry, Travis.
That was a 20.40.
4,000ths of a second. Holy cow.
Ooh, what just happened?
Those are some close times.
Oh, so is everybody above this line transfer to the next section?
Yeah, top 6.
Everybody above
Yeah,
this.
top 6.
Dang, those are some really close times.
Can't do it tonight, boys.
You drinking coffee tonight, Travis, or what's going on?
That was a
Something like that.
20.36.
It is black.
4,000.
Yeah, it's black.
Greg, that's awesome.
The what?
4,000ths of a second?
Looks like 3 over in the gap.
Yeah.
Yeah.
0 to 5th is 5,000ths of a second. 30, 33, 36. Holy cow, that's
Crazy. I gotta step it up.
Bandit, how come you didn't go ahead and take another lap?
I got one of them too fast on pit road things, and so I decided to park it.
Oh, all right.
Yeah, if you serve it like a normal penalty, it's fine. You know, it'll cancel.
I thought I did.
Yeah, it'll can.
I did kind of like a drive-through, and it didn't work.
Yeah, it may have been a stop and go. Whoops. Got too greedy. Tried getting on the gas too much too quick. Pushed out and touched that wall. Oops. Oh well. We have like one try at this.
I guess everybody's team won over the weekend.
Victory Monday in Green Bay, I know that.
You guys see the finish of that truck
That
race
lap
up in
was a
Canada?
20.20.
Yeah, that was an over setup.
Yeah, that was great to finish.
I would have been. I went to visit that Chase Elliott too.
Yeah, 10-4.
That lap was a 20.36.
Because Chase Elliott didn't have to turn his wheel left to win that race.
You mean John Hunter?
Yeah.
No, Chase Elliott is the one that turned his wheel to the left.
No.
That was John Hunter Nemechek.
That was a 20.49.
Oh, John Hunter. Yeah. Nemechek, you know what I'm talking about.
Alright, try one more. One more chance at it. 0.034 behind. Ooh. 20.1.
God, I can't back my time up.
Got one more chance here. One more minute left. Minute and a half. Get a few more laps.
That lap was a 20.31.
Ah.
That was a 20.38. That was a 20.93.
Where are the tires off of it?
Where's Graf?
Can I come back my time up?
Testes?
Nice lap, Travis.
Nice one, Travis.
Thank you.
Me too,
I
bud.
learned that.
Nice lap.
I was so overdriving, it wasn't even funny.
Did y'all get to see that Hyundai commercial where the guy is for the NFL? Where the guy's at home and his wife says, "Hey, honey, don't forget we're taking my parents out on the boat Sunday."
Yep, and he pushes the boat.
He drives down to the dock and undoes it and pushes the boat away.
Yeah, they had on during the Packer game. I thought I was watching a Super Bowl. A lot of those commercials were better than the Super Bowl.
Yeah, that was pretty good. Not my Sunday.
How about those Lions?
That's right, they did all right. Who needs Calvin Johnson? Everybody.
They hit a couple home runs or what?
Yes, John.
If we're talking the Tigers, I don't think they're going to make the playoffs. I don't know. It's what I heard this morning on the radio. It's not looking good. But hey, we're perfect for the season already. Go Lions. All right, 5-minute warm up here. There's just about 4 minutes to go, and we'll get the race going.
Fun ball, Redskins. Oh, the lucky dog picked it up. Yeah, what if Garcon gets any yardage for me?
How about the Wisconsin Badgers? They're up to number 9 in the rankings.
Yeah, they're a little bit overrated right now. Oh, looks like an interception by Pittsburgh. Oh, there's a flag.
Don't you hate that?
Yeah, Dan, the Packer game was kind of nerve-wracking. I didn't know if they're going to win that one or not.
Yeah. The Badger game was just boring.
I don't usually watch the Badger games.
Got my new video card coming tomorrow. New 1070 video card.
That's good. Just in time for you to not be able to race. That's
Yeah, I know.
great.
Well, maybe I can use it while you're not racing, maybe, huh?
You can use the one I got in my computer right now.
What is that?
Oh, an Asus HD, I think it's a 8770 or something like that, 8750.
I don't even know what I have, actually. I think I got a GTX something or other.
Yep, I just ordered a GTX 1070. Couldn't afford a 1080. The 1070 was $429.
Yeah, I had that old GTX, I think it was like a 260, and that's still a damn good card, I think.
That's what I had up until recently.
I mean, now you can buy a GTX 1070 for the price you could buy a Titan X.
Hey Pat, I heard you talking about the Mosport race. I heard that nobody got a penalty out of that.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
Surprising.
That was one of the, that was his dirtiest.
Somebody would have had a broken nose.
Man, he was busting him all the way up through the S's to the last corner. He was nailing him.
And then he gets on the inside of him and rams him into the wall.
Never lets him come back to the track.
I like what he said. Well, if I would have done it to him, he'd have done it to me.
He will in the future.
Oh yeah, he will. Good luck, everybody.
Good luck.
Does this thing go 2 laps here?
Good luck.
Oh, we're going in. All right. Pace car's off.
Sorry.
Hey, who missed it? Somebody didn't get in.
All 7 of us are here.
I missed it.
There you go. There you go.
You were talking, John. What are you doing?
Green flag,
You're
green
right.
flag, go, go,
What was I
go!
doing?
Sorry,
Yellow,
Travis.
yellow, yellow.
It's actually probably a good place for me to sit.
Cars didn't fall out of the sky there, so that was good.
(17-6) Steelers.
Hey, Greg, I don't know if you heard me earlier, but Lions are undefeated already this season.
I watched that game, man. That was a nail biter. That was a good game.
I missed it.
Glad we got rid of RG3.
Cousins is your guy now, huh?
Well, RG3's already on the IR for the year.
He got hurt in the Browns game.
Yes, he did.
Oh man, that team cannot catch
Tried
a
to-
break.
He tried to run and he got hit by a big dude and messed up his shoulder.
But he can always bring Johnny Manziel back.
Yeah. At least he's going back to school to party.
Where's that?
Right. All right.
Good luck.
Green flag, go, go, go! Inside, inside. Inside, inside. Inside, inside. Inside, inside. Inside, inside. Inside, inside.
On the right, use it.
Inside, inside. The lap was a
Waiting for you to go by.
21.61.
you.
Inside, inside. Inside, inside. Inside, inside.
Touchdown
Inside,
Pittsburgh.
inside. Inside, inside. That was a 20.49.
Alright, let a lap.
Inside, inside. Inside, inside. Inside, inside. All clear.
Alright. Settle
The
in.
lap was a 21.04.
Trying to figure out what I can do with tire management here.
You ready to go by, John?
The lap was a
I'm just riding
20.62.
around trying to save my tires.
We get the patch?
No, Dan never shares.
That was a 20.63. Inside, inside. Inside, inside. Inside, inside. Inside, inside. Inside, inside. That was a 21.05. The lap was a 21.23. That was a 21.25.
Ooh, careful. A little crossed up on.
The lap was a 21.20. The lap was a 20.83. All clear. Inside, inside. Inside, inside.
Thanks, sir.
What happened, John?
No problem.
The lap was a 20.88. The lap was a 21.17. That was a 21.01. Inside, inside. Inside, inside. Inside, inside. The lap was a 21.52. All clear. The lap was a 21.50. That lap was a 21.12. That was a 21.09. That was a 21.22. That lap was a 21.08. That was a 21.71. That was a 21.50. That was a 21.44. That lap was a 21.53.
What'd you do there, Greg? Messed me up.
Let's try a different line.
That was a 21.59.
The same problem I had last time at this track. The right rear tire is gone. She's looser and loose.
That lap was a 21.78.
Say I'd trade you for my right front.
Oh, I'd rather have it push.
I was going to say the same thing, John.
That lap was a 21.36. That lap was a 21.74. That was a 21.52. That lap was a 21.77. That lap was a 21.79. That lap was a 21.87.
Good this time.
That lap was a 21.96. That was a 21.62.
Thanks, Fred.
That was a 21.64. That was a 22.34. That was a 22.10. Outside, outside. That lap was a 21.96. That lap was a 21.70.
Yeah, they don't last very long now.
That lap was a 21.80. That was a 22.01. That lap was a 21.91. That was a 21.98. That was a 22.12. All clear. Inside, inside. All clear. That was a 22.38. That lap was a 22.27. Yellow, yellow, yellow.
You okay?
Oh no.
I think you made him mad.
I'm trying not to hit the wall. I wasn't even trying to screw with him this time.
Oh, safety car, Dan.
Yeah. Thought he was going to be a little faster than that.
Yeah, he's going slow. Looks like we can pit this time.
Did you get going, Travis?
Yep. Seriously?
No, that wasn't. I didn't see you coming.
Are you freaking serious?
No, I did not see you coming.
What did you do?
I went to pull out on the track and he was right there. I was going to stay out.
That was a challenge getting around you, Greg.
That was a challenge getting in there.
I know, I seen you moving around.
Did you get your lucky dog, John?
I think he stayed on the lead lap. I tried to let him get back. He was ahead of me.
I think he got the lucky dog.
Thought I was 3 laps down.
Now you're 2 laps down.
There you go.
Oh. I think Travis, who got the lucky dog there? I don't remember. I didn't see it. I was trying to not hit anything with my flat tire.
I didn't
Probably
see it
because I was the
either.
caution.
Oh, okay. So you went around the base car, right, John?
No, I did pit, so
I'll give you a lap. Everybody okay with that?
Sure.
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 Is that sure we have a problem or sure we don't have a problem?
Not a problem.
I have a problem. My tires only last for 5 laps.
I'm with you, John. I'm in the same boat. My right front's the only one. The other ones last pretty good.
My right rear is like 40 degrees hotter than my right front.
Lucky dog.
Green flag, go, go, go! Inside, inside. All clear. That was a 21.83. That was a 20.75. That lap was a 20.86. Inside, inside.
Travis's lap back. I'm just trying to make my tires last.
That was a
this
21.50.
round. I was really aggressive on him early on. It's kind of a good thing that yellow came out because I mean we were getting close to pitting anyway, but my lap times were really starting to hurt. I was getting about 22-second lap.
That was a 21.37.
You know, and at that rate, it doesn't seem like much, but it's only 20 seconds around here, so yeah, then 20 laps, it's a lap. So let's see if Travis can get his lap back.
That was a 21.08.
Let's see if he can.
That lap was a
I think in the end, we're gonna-
20.97.
As long as things are okay, I think nobody has any issues. So I think it's going to be a good race between Dan, Travis, and I here. It gets down to the final field run.
That lap was a 21.14.
There we go.
That lap was a 21.39.
Touchdown, Redskins.
That lap was a 21.22.
Who got it?
Number 25, whoever that is.
I know who that is.
That
Crowder,
lap
maybe?
was a
I think he's a running
21.23.
back, I'm not sure. Crowder's a tight end, isn't he, or what is he?
I think he's a receiver. I can talk to you now that I'm back in the lead lap.
That lap was a
Sorry about that,
21.38.
Ken.
No problem. I think my damage was mostly emotional.
That was a 21.31.
Nothing little my dog can't fix.
Take it low there, Jeff.
Did you already burn them off, John?
Pretty much so.
Have you tried doing something different?
Yeah, like I said, I
That
changed
lap
my
was a
steering lock where I like it on the racetrack, but then I can't get out
21.56.
of the pits.
You should try going in third gear like me.
Well, maybe next Monday I'll try Pac-Man. I don't
That
know.
was a 21.43. All clear.
Right tire, right rear tire, 370.
Quit bragging.
That's my right front.
That was a 20.
I would change.
1.31.
Change your brake price, Dan.
378.
I don't have that patch.
Mine's set for my brackets. Forward bracket,
That was a
back bracket, whatever it is.
21.61.
Yeah, you can change it, Dan, with your brackets.
Oh, okay. I thought you could just change a percent.
No, just put some more towards the front, and you'll have a right front tire problem in no time.
That lap was a 21.57. Inside. All clear. That lap was a 21.29.
Pretty happy with my brake bias. I mean,
That lap was a 21.10.
Heck in the corner, my right front, like 600 degrees.
You gotta back up the corner more, man. You gotta start coasting.
That was a 21.70.
You don't see me catching you guys, do you?
I don't see anywhere on the thing to change my brakes.
That lap was a 21.60.
keeping the right front within 200. Same thing with the right rear.
That was a 21.28.
Pretty good. I can get back into the gas. Slightly.
416 Pittsburgh.
Wish I had my little dial like I
was
did
a
in the lay bottle. Just run a couple rounds to the
21.19.
front.
back up. Pull it.
That lap was a 21.39. That lap was a 21.47.
Take it out.
Inside. That lap was a 21.83. That was a 22.08.
There he goes.
Yellow.
You look like you're getting looser and looser, Dan.
Yeah, it gets to the point I can't control it anymore because the rear tires are totally gone.
Travis, what screen is the brake bias in?
Because I don't see it.
What's that?
What screen is the brake bias in?
I don't remember, but I don't think I ever actually set mine. I think it's default with the brackets.
Jeff, you're the lucky dog. Lead cars are pitting. Oh,
Shit, sorry, Greg.
Running amok.
Yeah, I can't even keep this car going straight for anything.
Well, at least I didn't get any damage. He hit me twice, but I got no damage.
All right, Dan, where you at?
Yeah, Travis don't feel so bad.
I'm on pit road.
Digger, get out here. Tonight is everybody's lucky night.
Jeff, after all that, I only had like 40 seconds of damage, so I'm good now.
I didn't hit you too hard.
Well, luckily when I spun, I didn't hit nothing.
And I did not see you coming. When I was.
That's what she said.
safety car, start finish line.
Hey Dan, just hit
Yep.
your bracket keys and a window comes up. And you can change your front. A window comes up on the left side. See that?
Huh. What key is that on the keyboard? I must not have it programmed in my thing.
The brackets?
Yeah, I don't
Mine's
see
up by
nothing
my-
that says brackets.
They don't say they're not. They're little brackets, little square brackets and the squiggly brackets. They're on top of each other.
It's right close to the backspace button.
Yeah, underneath
Yeah,
the
like backspace, inner key.
above the enter key. There's two
On the right
keys
hand
that are
side.
one.
They're like
Two
square
sets of
parentheses.
brackets. Yep.
Yep.
And squig. It doesn't work, huh?
I got it.
Cool.
After I was looking down and bounced off the wall.
That was my plan all along.
Did you damage that right front? That'll help tighten you up a little bit.
Yeah.
Green flag, go, go, go!
Take it high there, Jeff.
All right.
That was a 21.74. That was a 20.58. That lap was a 20.89. That lap was a 20.76. That was a 20.75. That was a 21.17. Inside, inside.
Man, what a runoff of one.
Outside, outside. That was a 21.25. Outside, outside. Outside, outside. All clear. Outside, outside. All clear. That was a 20.99.
Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Inside, inside. That lap was a 20.97. Inside, inside. Inside, inside. Inside, inside. Inside, inside. That was a 21.52. Inside, inside. All clear. Outside, outside. Outside, outside. Outside, outside. Outside, outside. All clear. Outside, outside. That lap was a 21.30. Outside, outside. Outside, outside. Outside, outside. 3 wide middle. Inside, inside. Inside, inside.
It's gonna go
That
three
lap
wide.
was a 21.50.
That was fun.
Inside, inside. Inside, inside. All clear. That was a 20.
Oh, we ain't got no tires left.
4-3. That was a 21.38. That lap was a 21.36.
That was a lot of fun, those laps. Actually, wasn't too hard on the tires. I was quite happy with that run. I was keeping right with them, making passes.
That was a 21.38.
I gotta start backing up the corners a little bit more. It's starting to lose a little bit of grip.
That lap was a 21.48. That lap was a 21.25.
Real deliberate with my gas and brake.
Outside, outside. Outside, outside. All clear.
Bring it up tire to hold it.
That lap was a 21.34.
Don't worry, Pat. You'll catch us in about another 5 laps. 'cause
Outside,
our tires
outside.
are wore out.
Outside, outside.
Doing what I can.
Outside, outside. Outside, outside. Outside, outside. That lap was a 21.38. All clear. Outside, outside.
Come on, Brett. Keep up the pressure. Make them wear them
That
out.
was a 21.71. That was a 21.80.
Maybe not this time.
Tell you what, it's hard work.
That lap was a 21.57. All clear. Outside, outside. All clear. That lap was a 21.56. Outside, outside. All clear.
There we go.
Inside, inside. That lap was a 21.37. Outside, outside. Outside, outside. All clear. That lap was a 21.68.
Now we're 110 laps in.
Outside, outside.
Separates me and first place. Travis did
Outside, outside.
On the lead lap. Whoa. Yeah,
That lap was a 21.98.
right rear is getting just a little bit hot. It's not too bad. Not too bad. Trying to run off the bottom line there. Get traction coming off the corner low.
That lap was a 21.66.
Kick up to the right. That's what Dan, he's burning up his right rear doing that.
Outside, outside. That was a 21.43. Outside, outside. All clear. That lap was a 21.44.
It's
All
about
clear.
that time.
That lap was a 21.41.
Here the rear tires protest a little bit.
Okay, now Dan, anytime you want to spin out.
That lap was a 21.70. Inside, inside. Inside, inside. That was a 22.01. That was a 21.66. Outside, outside. Outside, outside. That lap was a 22.13. Outside, outside. Outside, outside. Outside, outside. All clear. That lap was a 22.27. Outside, outside. Outside, outside. Outside, outside. Outside, outside. All clear. That lap was a 22.23. That was a 21.94. Yellow, yellow, yellow.
Who's yellow?
That was me.
Probably when I was pitting too.
I was wondering where you, Greg. Where Greg? I thought maybe it was you.
Well, now I'm staying out.
Safety car, turn to backstretch, backstretch. That was fun, Brent.
Yeah, it was.
It was fun until I lost my regular tire.
Let's see what my pit speed will be as far as quickly they'll serve the car. 14, alright. It's about as good as it gets.
I thought you were staying out.
I needed tires. I just drove through the pits. It came out just as I was coming in.
John, did you miss the cone?
Yes, I did. That a bad thing, isn't it?
It might be.
Ah, you're okay.
Go with one more pit.
I was almost thinking, Jeff, it's time to go out and mow my lawn.
Do you have a spot for you to pit yet?
10-4.
Oh, nice.
This game will break your heart. I don't know how I got a penalty, but I got one.
Okay. You gotta be Brad Keselowski there, Brent. Drive into turn 1 and just miss the corner.
Or better yet, John Hunter Nemechek.
Or do a Tony Stewart.
Yeah, there's that too. That would be Travis on Brent.
That happens to me and I get wrecked. I'm like Kevin LePage, everybody.
Green
At
flag,
least
go, go,
everybody
go.
lives far enough apart you won't get tackled in your living room, right?
Huh. I got pit this time, John.
Outside, outside. All clear. The lap was a 21.60. Inside, inside.
Illegally passed before pit entry.
Inside, inside.
Oh, that's when Varmint was out there, I bet.
The lap was a 21.61. The lap was a 21.15.
Stop and go penalty. Jeez.
This game
Inside,
will break
inside.
your heart.
All clear. Inside, inside.
That really
Inside,
sucks.
inside. All clear. That was a 21.31.
10-second penalty for nothing.
The lap was a 20.77. That was a 20.79.
Saving my tires. We're gonna let these two go at it. It says I can do about 60 laps. Well,
The lap was a 21.24.
What happened, Jeff?
I don't know if I can do a full round.
The lap was a 21.22.
No, no. Pit strategies isn't gonna work.
The lap was a 20.91.
Just try to get a good clean run here, and hopefully we'll be ready for the last field run. We run 2 times tire and fuel,
The lap
so
was a 21.26.
basically the tires wear out twice as fast,
Touchdown Pittsburgh.
and the fuel tank runs out twice as fast. But basically, it gives us about the same number of pit stops as
37-16.
a NASCAR race in half the length of track.
The lap was a
length of the race
20.92.
overall. So it makes it fun.
That was a
Bump the road.
21.09.
Feeling trying to let the car roll into the corner. Trying to back up turn 1 a little bit. Back up turn 3 here. Get back in the gas.
That lap was a 21.50.
Yeah, we're not gonna make it.
That was a 21.19.
Definitely not gonna make it on fuel. Definitely not gonna salvage that much or try to save that much fuel.
That was a 21.41.
Just easing the car in the corner. Easing on the kind of gas. Real smooth.
That was a 21.31.
Car roll a little bit through the middle of the corner.
Inside. That was a 21.39.
Thought I was going to push up a little
That
bit.
lap
Man,
was a
that's right.
21.59.
Lost a lot of my momentum. Oh, we got Pat coming up too.
That was a 21.53. That was a 21.52. Outside. Outside. That lap was a 21.47. Outside. All clear. That lap was a 21.68.
Why not?
How'd you leave?
I don't know. I went to desktop. And then I did the alt tab and went to desktop, and then I came back and now it's kind of won't let me do its thing. Oh well.
See if it'll let you rejoin.
That lap was a 21.65.
Alt-tab.
That sucks.
Unplug your internet if it's
Yeah, not really.
still running.
Yeah, just unplug your internet. Then come back in.
How many laps are
That
left?
lap was a 21.72.
50.
Yeah, that's too many.
That lap was a 21.66.
All right. Good luck, and we'll catch y'all next week.
All clear.
See you, man.
Outside.
Good job.
Outside. That was a 21.86. Outside, outside. All clear. Outside, outside. Outside, outside. Outside, outside. That was a 21.92.
Try to come off there on the bottom and she shoots all the way out.
Movie title.
That lap was a
Spotter was saying, clear, clear, and then high
21.66.
outside.
That was a 21.62. Outside, outside. Outside, outside. Outside, outside. Outside, outside. All clear. That lap was a 21.91.
Thought I was gonna get a yellow there. Thought I was gonna be the yellow. Coming off of 2 is
Yeah, I finally get my brake pads right. It was my right rear higher than my right side.
That lap was a
kinda jerked the wheel.
I put like
21.61.
ran into 3
5 more
a lot.
percent to the front and it didn't help me at all. My right rear is
Pretty
still
squirrely. Wasn't good
60
on the
degrees hotter than
tires.
my right front.
I think I'm at like 52.5 in the front.
I'm pretty good. I'm pretty balanced between.
That was a 21.76.
Don't think my right rear tire is gonna make it a full run.
That lap was a 21.52. Outside, outside. Outside, outside. Outside, outside. Outside, outside.
Ugh.
Outside, outside. All clear. That lap was a 21.82. Outside, outside. Outside, outside. Outside, outside. Outside, outside. All clear. Outside, outside. That lap was a 21.95.
Ugh.
That was a 21.98. That was a 21.88. That was a 21.83. That was a 21.74. That lap was a 21.79. That lap was a 21.80. That was a 21.78. That lap was a 21.98.
Little hot. I'll lose my exit speed. Ugh. Use the right rear a little bit on that one.
That was a 21.84. That was a 21.73. That was a 21.98. Inside.
Dang it.
That lap was a 22.60.
Hello, Pat.
Thanks, Brett.
That was a 22.04.
Pin.
All clear. That was a 30.02.
Alright, here we go.
Hit this lap.
All clear. Outside. That lap was a 50.61. That was a 20.86. That was a 20.74. Outside, outside. Outside, outside. Outside, outside. Outside, outside.
Alright.
That lap was a 20.89. That was a 20.88. Inside, inside. Inside, inside. Inside, inside. All clear. Inside, inside. Inside, inside. That was a 21.34. That was a 21.22. Inside, inside. Inside, inside. That lap was a 21.45. Inside, inside. Inside, inside. All clear. Inside, inside.
Yes, Greg.
You betcha.
That lap was a 21.33.
Pitting, pitting. Spinning, spinning.
Greg misses.
That lap was a 21.57.
Boy, changing the brake bias really made a big difference. Wow. John, you have to work on that, man. It works. I went the whole fuel run, man. I had yellow tires at the end.
That lap was a 21.27.
I was looking for it while I was racing, but it wasn't working.
You don't have to look for it. You just have to hit your bracket key, and the left side of your bottom of your window pops up.
That lap was a 21.24.
Gaining on Dan.
That lap was a 20.94.
Third place, 6 seconds behind Dan, but he's. I think we're catching him. We caught him at least a half a second here in just the last lap or so.
Take it high.
See if we got enough.
That was a 20.93. Inside, inside.
Ooh, down to 5.6. We can start to see him. So you got 10 laps to go.
That was a 21.11.
Travis is really pouring it on right now. Trying to catch Dan.
That was a 21.21.
Starting to use a little bit more tire. I just don't want to. I don't want to use them up.
That was a 21.04. That was a
4.5 seconds.
21.00.
There we go. I'll start using tire. 5 to go. Ooh,
That lap was a 20.94.
using fender too.
That was a 21.10.
Down to 3 seconds on that.
That lap was a 21.06. That lap was a 21.20.
Gaining on a little.
That was a 21.09.
Oh, too hot. Okay, 1 lap to go. Get a good run off. Oh.
That lap was a 21.34.
You got. That's crazy. My right rear tire was so gone. I didn't think I could make it that far pitting with 45 to go.
I got it about 1,000.
Oh no.
Ah, you did. Nice.
Nice win there, Travis.
Oh,
Nice one.
wow.
Wow. It says
Nice
you
one,
guys
Travis.
are like identical in time.
Except
Nice
for
one.
you.
Fast race.
That was a really fast race.
I couldn't believe I pitted that early and made the tires last that whole run. It's like, come on, if I can get out early, maybe I can get a big enough gap, I can just be easy on the tires.
I just found a new tuning thing for my rig, the brake bias. Wow. It went the whole... I was pushing it pretty hard and it went the whole run and it had yellow right side tires. And I was out in front of you guys there. I went the whole fuel run. That's cool. Now I don't mind having
Nice
that.
run, Travis.
That was a really good test session.
Nice.
Nice
Good win, Travis.
Good win, Travis. .001 is what it's saying on mine.
The screenshot, man, it's like 6 inches.
Wow.
I was thinking you guys were going to catch me faster than that, but you must have been using them up trying to catch me.
Yeah.
I was trying to save my stuff, and then I realized you were out in front, and I was like, dang, man, like we still gotta catch you, and then I was like, well, to hell with saving time.
You take 2 tires that last stop?
No, I took 4.
No, I took 4 too. Did you, Dan?
I took 4, but I pitted with like 45 to go. I didn't know if I'd make them last that long.
Oh, wow. Yeah, I was, I probably should have amped it up a little sooner, but I wanted to make sure I had enough tire for the end. About the last 5 laps, I really started pouring it on.
That was the
Come on,
only
Dan,
chance
you
I
did it.
had because I was burning the right rear off, so I had to pit early and just try to save them. But when I came out with new tires, even saving them, I was gaining time on you guys because you guys were out on worn tires.
Should have done the John Nemechek on him, Dan.
I left him room on the outside. I saw him catch me, and it's like, I figured he's got better tires than me.
John, that's a game changer, man. We got to work on our brakes.
That was a fun race.
Yeah.
Pat, you
That was a very fun race.
Did you end up in 4th?
Yeah, I didn't know I had damage in that last pit stop. I came in, had 20 seconds worth of damage, and then I had to burn my tires up trying to make off the difference.
This game will break your heart.
Starts
Not
out
that I
at
had anything for
56.
you guys anyway.
56% front and 44 rear. I had mine all the way up to 70% front, and it didn't change the way mine drove at all. I think it was just the angle I took off the corner, and I got it loose under throttle.
Yeah, I was running the higher line, so it wasn't too bad.
I always
Just
pinched out. That's the way I raced.
all night.
It was fun racing in between too.
Yeah, that was a good race all the way around. That's fun.
This track is really good. I mean, whoever did this one, I
Yes.
like it.
They nailed it.
Hey Dan, hop on Facebook real quick. I'll send you the screenshot, man. It's seriously like 6 inches.
Cool.
Oh, send it to me.
Well, I'm going to run, guys. Nice win, Travis. Good race, guys. We'll catch you next time.
Take care, Pat.
See you, Pat.
Pat, it's fun. Take care.
Well, there you have it. Last race of the regular season. Now we go into the chase. Pretty much everybody will make it through the first round, the first 4 races, or first 3, I believe it is, or something like that. And then we'll go from there. But I'm in the chase, of course. I had a win this year and multiple wins, so I'm automatically in. And I think we're probably going to have, I don't know, lately we've been getting about 6 or 7 guys a night, and it's a little bit down. I think a few guys got other things going on and stuff, but we'll see if they come back for the chase. But this was a good race. I had a great race. It was a lot of fun, a lot of close racing between Dan and I, Travis and I. We had like a whole fuel run. We were just side by side, and Pat, he was right there, right there, right behind me, and he got by me a couple times. I got to race him really good, um, and there you have it, .00 win for Travis. That is like 6 inches. It's just as crazy. Fun racing. Can't wait for the chase. It's gonna be fun, and wow, that was a good race. I'm wore out. That was 200 laps here. That's a lot, but we had a good time. This track was a lot of fun. A lot of 2 wide racing. It was almost getting 3 wide there. I could have ran 3 wide with those guys, but I looked up and I'm like, we got almost 100 laps yet to go in this or more, and I don't wanna risk crashing. So anyway, thanks for watching, and catch you next race. Have a good one.